Welcome to the Crystalline Orb of Consciousness guided meditation. This meditation will assist you in shifting out of your mind and into your heart.
This meditation is meant and intended to allow you to tap into the space of your mind, the space of your thoughts. So we're going to become aware of our mental space, what that feels like, what that looks like. And I'm going to be guiding you through it so you can really tap into this space. And then we're going to be shifting down into our heart space. So there's a certain process that I do to allow people to move from their mental sphere to having their attention and their consciousness in here, up here, down into the space of your heart. And so what I want you to think about during this meditation is what you're feeling, what you're perceiving, and I want you to notice the shift, if you feel a shift when we finish the meditation. So if you have essential oils, you can grab your oils. I always love to incorporate aromatherapy to really activate my senses.
Absolutely.
I love this. Dawn is always all about the essential oils in class. It really helps you to open your intuition, which now essential oils are just a part of my regular practice. I make special products with them. I use them in my meditations, and they just really make such an incredible difference in our spiritual work. So I want you to begin by closing your eyes and focus on taking deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just allowing everything around you to slow down. Allowing your awareness to become more and more present in your body. And if you have your essential oils, feel free to put some on your hands and use them when you inhale in order to help you in relaxing deeper into this present moment, into this space that you give yourself to go inwards. So continuing to take deep cleansing breaths all the way through this practice, I want you to focus your attention on the space of your mind, becoming aware of your mental space. And wherever that's located for you, so for me, it's located in my head, my upper head. I can feel my third eye, my pineal gland in the center of my brain. I can feel the energy around my crown chakra, which is just right above the top of your head. Just really tuning into this space. And we're just going to begin to notice what this feels like without judgment, without attaching a story to it. Just feel it with your conscious awareness. Feel what this space feels like. Does it feel heavy? Does it feel light? Does it feel clear? Does it feel clogged or congested? Is there a happy feeling or a sad feeling? Is there a feeling of being overwhelmed? Anxious? Is there a feeling of peace? Of overall well-being? Just notice what this space feels like, and we don't need to judge. We're just observing. Anything that you perceive is not good or bad, right or wrong, it just is. And we're just going to accept whatever it is that we're noticing and picking up on right now. And I want you to think back, maybe over the course of the day, maybe over this past week, maybe over this past month even. Is there something that you have noticed that you've been thinking about repetitively? Is there something that sticks out to you that you've been feeling stressed out about? Has there been a story that's been coming up in your mind that you've been replaying over and over again? Just allow yourself to think back about the content of your thoughts. And as you're thinking back on the content of your thoughts, I want you to ask yourself if you remember how those thoughts have made you feel. And again, this is not to judge ourselves or be hard on ourselves or condemn our thoughts, because they just are, but it's just to notice and become aware, because as we become aware, we can do something about it. So if you can remember the things that you've been thinking about, that's great. If you can't, that's okay. Just notice whether you can or you can't. But if you have something that's been coming up for you over and over again, or a place where your thoughts have been, I want you to try to bring it up in your mind. And I want you to hold it in this space of your mind. And right now, what we're going to do is we're going to allow our consciousness to release whatever this thought has been. And we're going to do this by bringing in pure white light from the universe, from God, from Source, from your highest self. We're going to bring in this beautiful, pure, crystal clear white light, and we're just going to clear this space of our mind, allowing this white light to permeate through every thought, every layer of our mind. And if you can, I want you to visualize the connections in your brain, and I want you to picture this beautiful white light just surging through every single connection, every single piece of your brain, every connection, every space. I could start using the brain terminology is coming to me. So if you're familiar with the brain, you know, clearing your synapses, clearing the neurons, moving through the circuits and the neural nets of the brain, just imagining the space of your mind lighting up with pure, beautiful, clear, concentrated white light from the universe, just releasing, just clearing this space. And as you clear this space of your brain, of your mind, of this mental space, I want you to imagine that this pure white light coming down from Source, from the heavens, from God, from your angels, starts to move in a circle, spiraling right above your head. And as this pure, beautiful white light energy moves in a spiral, circling, it's gathering up all the thoughts you've been thinking, all the things that have been on your mind, all the heaviness, all the good, all the bad. Again, we're not judging, we're just noticing. We're gathering up this whole entire space of our conscious mind, and we're spinning it into a beautiful, clear, crystal ball of light right at the top of our head, wrapping up our thoughts, wrapping up our mind, wrapping up our brain, wrapping up everything that moves through our mental space, wrapping it up in a beautiful, pure, crystalline ball of white light energy that's right at the top of our head. And we're just going to pause here for a moment, and we're just going to notice what our mental space feels like now that our thoughts have all been transmuted with this pure white light and exist in this beautiful crystal ball right above the top of our head. Do we feel any clarity? Do we feel any sense of release? any sense of a weight being lifted. And now what we're going to do with our conscious awareness is we're going to take this beautiful crystal ball of pure white light source energy wrapped up in a beautiful ball, and we're going to move this ball of white light consciously, intentionally down the column, moving it down through our face, moving it down through our head, moving it down through our neck, through our throat, moving this ball, pulling this ball of beautiful white light that contains our consciousness and our mental space, sinking it down, down, down into the space of the heart. And so now your conscious awareness and your attention should be on this heart space, on this heart center, this beautiful, pure white, crystalline ball of white light energy from Source, from the universe, from our guides, our angels, our highest self. We're just going to anchor this crystalline ball of consciousness into our heart space, feeling the space of our heart open and expand even bigger than it was before. Anchoring this beautiful ball of our consciousness into the space of our heart. Feeling what this feels like. And if you feel your attention move back up to your mind, that's okay. We're just going to notice it, and we're just going to bring it back down to our heart space. And if it helps you to become aware of your heart space, you can take your hands and you can place them on your chest, feeling the energy of this space. Now I want you to now take a deep breath in through the nose, and I want you to send it to the space of your heart with your conscious awareness. Breathing in again, another deep cleansing breath. Filling this beautiful ball that we have anchored in our heart space even further, clearing it even further, expanding it even further. So now it's outside of our body. It's anchored into our heart space, but it exists all around us now. And we can expand it as large as we'd like. We can expand it all the way out in every single direction, above us, below us, to the right side, the left side, the front, the back, expanding this beautiful portal in our heart even further, so that we are completely encapsulated and sealed into this beautiful, pure, crystalline ball of consciousness that is anchored in our heart space. And as we're in this space, I'm just going to ask our guides, angels, the highest version of ourselves, any benevolent beings of the highest, clearest, purest source energy, to be with us now here in this space, to assist us in anchoring this consciousness, this conscious awareness into the space of our heart, so that we may move forward in a way that we are guided first and foremost by our heart space, leading ourselves with our heart, opening ourselves to love and unconditional love, and allowing the healing from all of the beautiful, benevolent guides and angels, ascended masters, star beings, galactic races, all of the beautiful, benevolent beings here with us now, of the highest, clearest, purest source energy, to remind us whenever we notice we're back in our head, whenever we notice we're back in that mental space, that monkey mind, that reptilian brain of ours that sometimes works against us, to assist us in recognizing it immediately and making the conscious intention to anchor back into the heart space, to drop down out of the mind and into the heart. Because our heart is really where the most intelligence lies. And when we are tuned into this space and tapped into this space, leading ourselves with unconditional love, that's when we radiate this beautiful light for ourselves and for the world. You can spend as long as you'd like here in this space, tapped into your heart. But for now, I'm going to bring us back to the room. You can wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and know that you have the power and you have the ability to come back here whenever you choose, whenever it is that you desire. Whenever you feel anxious or stressed or depressed, all of these things that exist in our mind, we can anchor back into the heart. So bringing yourself back gently to the room, you can open your eyes. And I would love to hear how you guys are feeling. I don't know if we have time to just acknowledge how we experienced that, if that was helpful, if we notice a difference in how we were feeling before as to how we feel now. Just put that in the comments, because when we can validate what we experience as we move through a meditation, it makes it more real for ourselves, for others, and we can collect evidence that these techniques and these practices assist us and help us to be better humans, live better lives, be more fulfilled, be more connected, be more heart-centered. So thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you so much for listening to this guided meditation to assist you in shifting out of your mind and into your heart. If you enjoyed this meditation, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more guided meditations, spiritual wisdom, and love. Have a beautiful day. Infinite blessings.